This guy ruthlessly attacked a guy because he thought he killed his brother. Stefan O'Rourke was 48 years old at the time of the incident. He had a brother named Michael O'Rourke, nicknamed Paddy, who was murdered in the year 2000, but his case went cold and unsolved. Stefan loved his brother so much that his loss was unbearable, so he became obsessed with his brother's case. 18 years later, Stefan had become convinced that his brother's killers were messing with his head and made contact with his other brother named Jason O'Rourke. So in this case, there are 3 brothers involved. Stefan talked to his partner about a puzzle falling into place and being ready for Valhalla, a reference to Nordic mythology, and the Hall of the Slain, basically referring to revenge. Stefan's partner described him as running around like Rambo, wanting to kill everyone. Well, on the 31st of October 2018, in a playground in South London, Stefan armed himself with a knife and a high-vis jacket and then set off in search of his brother's killer. There was this guy named Rocky DeJalal. He was arrested and released without a charge as part of the investigation, so he was the only suspect. On that day, Stefan spotted Rocky laughing and chatting on his phone. Outside the playground, he snuck up behind him and stabbed him 3 times in the back, without remorse. Witnesses at the scene described how Stefan walked away smiling. The attack lasted 26 seconds. Rocky limped away and then stumbled and collapsed over a fence into the play area, screaming, help me, he has got a knife." Rocky's father also came running to the scene, shouting, "Where's my boy?" Emergency services, including a helicopter, arrived at the scene and tried to save the victim's life, but despite their best efforts, he was pronounced dead at the scene. Later, his other brother, Jason, collected the killer's bloody clothes and took them to be washed, so he was trying to help out Stefan. Stefan and Jason were arrested shortly after, but Jason took his own life while he was awaiting trial for assisting an offender. Stefan declined to give evidence and claimed he acted in self-defense, when in reality he didn't. He planned everything out, even buying the high-vis jacket to make it look as if he was innocent and that he was a hard-working man on shift. Rocky wasn't completely innocent, however. He had a record of violence, having recently been released from prison for his involvement in a botched revenge attack, which left an innocent city worker dead. Stefan's trial took place, and after reviewing evidence, he was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison. Also, while doing his sentence, he also took his life. So in this case, everyone died.